We've really got to accept that we live in a digitally disrupted world, but accepting it really asks us, what are we going to do about that? We need to look at how we design regulation of technology, how we can create thinkers who can critically appraise technological advancement, but we also need to create graduates who are innovative and creative in and of themselves.
Law Apps is a subject in which students use human-centred design and technology provided by Neota Logic to build legal expert systems that provide legal information, or find a way of providing an explanation or assistance that will empower the end user.
What drew me to law apps was the ability to express myself in multiple ways. We find that a lot of subjects at law school are very written and theoretical based, but law apps allows you to express and be creative. So I've really enjoyed getting to know that aspect of myself that's not really explored at law school.
Feeling that you're stepping outside of the law school and moving into a more practical experience, that was fantastic.
It was really nice to engage with one another to create something completely different.
I think the most important thing that you can see from the apps that have been produced tonight is how the students have taken on human-centred design and absolutely built it within each of the applications.
Our app is for the elderly Chinese community, and it's digitalised as an advanced care directive, which is like a medical form that allows someone to express their wishes around future treatment. The elderly Chinese community are particularly disenfranchised when it comes to this because of barriers around cultural beliefs as well as literacy and language. So creating an app that allows them to record their wishes rather than write it down, which is how the form is at the moment, we can overcome some of those barriers. Being able to go out to Box Hill and meet a group of elderly Chinese people in their community centre and sit down with them with all these different interpreters, cross between Mandarin, Cantonese and English, and figure out what we needed to put in the app was a really fun experience.
Our app is called My Consent. It was built for the Alfred Hospital, particularly for their low-risk medical studies. Basically, it aims to digitise their consent process, which is currently manual and mundane. So it allows patients to log into a portal and be able to consent online and have that consent document accessed at any time and stored on their database.
Our app is directed towards the members of the LGBTI+ community. It allows users to upload a video of their values so that it will help guide medical practitioners when administering care. So they can upload answers based on communication, independence, various values that are important to them towards the end of their life or should they lose decision-making capacity.
We made a media law training app for 3CR, which is a community radio station. There are two functions to the app. We have a media law training tool, which allows users to refresh their media law training. And then we have a risk assessor section, which allows users to test their information prior to broadcasting.
I think that this is really important because it enables greater access to justice by reaching a broader audience than the law otherwise would.
One of the joys as Dean has been coming along to judge the Law Apps competition. The apps were thoughtful, in many cases beautiful, technically very detailed. It was just a real pleasure to see that sort of work over a semester.
The amount of effort that you can see that the students have put in, taking into account a lot of nuances in the users and all of that stuff. For one semester in a law subject, it's just incredible that they can create something like that.
The winning app was, in the end, it was a really tough choice, but in the end it was the one that we could see would actually have the biggest impact in the shortest amount of time. So the app was both educational, interactive without being obviously so, but also really got the person to where they needed to be. They could choose how much they dug into the background before they gave their consent.
Every step in the decision-making process, you're thinking about what the user is. And I think that's really transferable, even if you're just in a standard legal sort of task. Winning's been a very nice pat on the back, I guess.
I think it's the future of the law, and you can see the passion that our firm has for it. We're committed to this whole area, and we're very proud to be associated with Melbourne Uni and to be involved with this subject.